Electric bike imports have doubled in a year, reaching over 500,000 in 2020. According to those in the industry, younger people who live in cities are using electric bikes as an alternative form of transportation because it's cheaper, efficient, and fun all at the same time.
That's one of the great things about e-bikes is that it's a lot easier to carry like kids and heavy cargo and stuff along. But so I mean, most bikes are looking at 20 to 40 miles. Some of them have the capability of running 2 batteries at once, so those would go substantially higher. Like I think it peaks out at about almost 100 miles.
Electric bikes can take riders much farther than traditional bikes while keeping carbon emissions at drastically lower levels, even compared to electric cars.
The carbon footprint of it is a fraction of what it is of like an electric car. Like the CO2 emissions for a car is like 250 grams per mile, whereas on an e-bike it's only like 2.5 or 3 grams per mile. So substantially lower than an electric vehicle for sure.
Environmental groups argue that e-bikes could be a game changer in the fight against climate change, and they're putting their weight behind a proposed bill in California that could make it cheaper for residents to buy e-bikes through rebates and subsidies, incentives that already exist for electric cars but not e-bikes.
Streets for All is a nonprofit in Los Angeles that calls for improved infrastructure for the safety and convenience of bike users and pedestrians in order to overcome the dominance of car culture across the city.
Most Americans have not tried an e-bike before. So most Americans have never, they've tried a bike. 94% of Americans know how to ride a bike. But e-bikes are different. Hills aren't an issue. Sweat isn't an issue. Carrying something heavy isn't an issue. So they solve all these problems that traditional bikes don't. And also going longer distances becomes less of an issue.
Michael Schneider is convinced many people would make the switch if they just tried it once.
E-bikes can have a tremendous impact on our fight with climate change. If there's a 15% mode share change between cars and bikes, 15%, that would be an 11% decrease in greenhouse gas emissions.
Aside from reducing traffic, air pollution, and related health problems, electric bikes, when used collectively, could be the next big weapon in saving the environment. It is Tiyansan, CGTN, Los Angeles.